Lovely. Lovely. Just lovely. Okay, it's the first Sunday of the new year, and it's traditional time to do our burning bowl celebration. And we always do it. It's either the very last Sunday of the year or the very first Sunday of the new year, depending on which falls closer. And this year, it seemed appropriate to do it on January 3rd. And there is today's talk. I said is called First Things First, and it's based on seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, or the kingdom of God, depending which Bible you read. And all these things will be added to you. What are these things? These things: serenity, peace, joy, love. All these things will be added to you. Seek ye first the kingdom. You can't possibly think that being right is first in the kingdom. You can't possibly think that being angry is first in the kingdom. Doesn't exist in the kingdom. You can't possibly think that your opinions are first in the kingdom. You can't possibly think that. That would truly be an exercise in trying to make illusion real. First things first. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. What do you think is in the kingdom of heaven? I'm here to tell you now. I don't believe that the kingdom of heaven is a place I go to when I die, when I leave this body. It's a place I can go to at any moment of any day. The kingdom of heaven. It is a consciousness. It is a consciousness that is aware of my connection to the one power and the one presence. It's not about getting anything. It's about knowing I have. Now, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and the rest of these things will be added to you. In order to get on board with that, what are your thoughts of what we call God? Because if you don't like God, if you think God is holding out on you, why would you pursue a relationship with God? If the God is the God of perhaps your parents' childhood, of someone else's childhood, then perhaps you might be hesitant to get on board with that God, even though you're here. Even though you're here, and many of you are here every week. So I assume you're more on board with a God that is love. Not even that is loving, but that is love. Not that is joyful, but that is joy. Not that is present, but that is presence itself. Not that is knowing, but that is knowledge. I highly suggest you get on board with that God. Because with that God in your conscious mind, you won't have to worry about what anybody else thinks. You won't have to be concerned what I think, what the person on your right or on your left thinks. Now, I want to read a little something to you from the book of Matthew. 6th chapter of Matthew. No one can stand in both the light and the darkness. For either he will stand in the darkness and cannot see, or he will stand in the light and see clearly. But I say to you, he who stands in the dark may not know he is lost, because he cannot see. So do not decide for yourself where to stand, for you may think you stand on the path of righteousness when your feet are surely lost. Ask for the light and let it lead you without questioning where it takes you. Remember that until you see all the world within the light, you may be lost, letting the darkness lead your way. Therefore, do not worry about which way you should go or what you should do next. Instead, ask now for the surety of the light, for the light is the way for your next step. Listen in quiet to the guidance of the heart as it tells you where to place your step. Be concerned only with letting your steps be led. For by following the guidance of the light, you will surely be walking the way of life. For the light and the life are one. But if you let your mind be distracted by other concerns, and you begin to worry about troubles within the world, You will forget to step carefully with the light, and you will run frantically into the dark. Then you shall look around and realize that once more you are lost, for you cannot find the path of life without the guidance of the light. For the light and life are one. If you have lost one, you are lost from the other. And so, we want the light. Well, there is no better path into the light than gratitude. And so that's how we're going to begin our burning bowl practice this year. You all got 2 pieces of paper and an envelope. I'd like it if you'd pull out the small piece of paper right now and your pen. We clear on that? The small piece of paper. You'd be surprised at how many big pieces of paper end up in that bowl. So, on that small piece of paper, I would enjoy you to see you making a gratitude list. Because that's what we're going to put into the burning bowl, is our gratitude list. You know, if we are focused on what we hate, then that's what we're going to continue to experience. Focus on what you love. What can you be grateful for right here, right now in your life that you can say, I'm grateful for these new shoes, my dog, my cat, my home, my life, whatever it is. Okay, good. Make your gratitude list. And when you're ready, come downstairs. And we're going to put it into the burning bowl.